The world has seen Spider-Man rise, fall, and fight against impossible odds. But what if I told you? His greatest transformation is only just beginning? Spider-Man is more than just a superhero. He is a symbol of hope, sacrifice, and second chances. From the very first time Peter Parker put on the mask, audiences across generations have connected with the idea that anyone could wear the suit and become a hero. And now, as Tom Holland's Spider-Man steps into a brand new chapter, fans are about to witness something they have never seen before. A new beginning. A brand new day. Think back to the ending of Spider-Man, No Way Home. The entire world forgot Peter Parker's identity. He lost his friends, his family ties, and his place in the world he had fought so hard to protect. In that silence, standing alone in a tiny apartment, Peter crafted his own suit with his own hands, signaling a return to the core of who Spider-Man truly is. No longer the kid with Stark tech. No longer the friendly neighborhood hero protected by powerful allies. This is a Peter stripped down to nothing but his heart, his will, and his sense of responsibility. This is the moment Marvel fans have been waiting for, a rebirth of Spider-Man. A chance to see him as the true underdog once again. With a clean slate, the stage is set for new villains, new struggles, and new victories that will define him in ways we have never imagined. But above all else, there's one thing that captures the attention of every Spider-Man fan whenever a new story begins. The suit. The Spider-Man suit has always been more than fabric and webbing. Each design tells a story. From the classic red and blue stitched together by a boy who just wanted to do good, to the sleek iron spider armor forged in the fires of Stark technology. Every version has been a reflection of Peter's journey. And now, Tom Holland's Spider-Man is preparing to step into a suit that symbolizes more than power. It symbolizes rebirth. A second chance, a brand new day. Imagine it. The city skyline at dusk, the sun dipping below the horizon, shadows stretching across the rooftops as a lone figure stands above it all. The familiar outline of Spider-Man, yet something feels different. The air is charged with anticipation, as if the city itself knows change is coming. We are on the edge of discovering something new, something bold, something that redefines what it means to be Spider-Man in this next chapter of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is where the excitement begins. This is not just another costume change, not just another redesign for marketing or toys. This is about storytelling. This is about giving fans a Spider-Man who feels familiar yet brand new. A Spider-Man who has grown through loss, pain, and sacrifice and now rises stronger than ever before. This is about showing us the true heart of Peter Parker through the suit he chooses to wear. And as we dive deeper into this story, we'll explore what makes this new design so special, why it matters, and how it sets the stage for everything that comes next. Because when it comes to Spider-Man, every detail matters. Every choice has weight. And this new suit is more than fabric. It's the start of a brand new day. Every hero has a turning point. For Tom Holland's Spider-Man, that turning point came at the end of No Way Home. In one heartbreaking spell, Peter Parker's entire life was rewritten. His best friend Ned, the love of his life MJ, even the Avengers themselves, all of them forgot who he was. Overnight, Peter went from being at the center of a massive superhero legacy to being a ghost in the very city he had saved countless times. It's in this silence, this crushing loneliness, where Peter's story transforms. For the first time, he isn't backed by Tony Stark's genius, Doctor Strange's magic, or the comfort of knowing someone always had his back. No one remembers his sacrifices. No one remembers his pain. He is truly, completely alone. And that's the most dangerous place Peter Parker could ever be. Because it's in these moments that Spider-Man is forced to discover who he really is. Think about the weight of that ending. Peter walks past MJ and Ned in the coffee shop. His heart is heavy, but he doesn't remind them of who he is. He chooses their safety and happiness over his own. That's Spider-Man at his core, sacrifice without recognition, heroism without reward. And now, stripped of everything familiar, Peter must rebuild himself from scratch. This is the foundation of Brand. New Day. This chapter isn't about saving the multiverse or fighting side by side with gods and legends. This chapter is about survival, about rediscovering what it means to be a hero when the world doesn't even know your name. Picture Peter waking up in his small, worn-down apartment. Bills stacked on the counter. A police scanner buzzing in. The background. A suit he stitched together by hand folded neatly by the window. There is no eye guiding him. No advanced gadgets hidden in the fabric. Just Peter, his strength, and his unshakable sense of responsibility, and that's what makes this moment so unique. For the first time since Tom Holland put on the mask, we're about to see Spider-Man as the world's most relatable hero again. A young man balancing everyday struggles, rent, loneliness, self-doubt while carrying the impossible burden of protecting an entire city. It's a Peter Parker story stripped to its essence. Grounded, raw, human, but don't mistake this for weakness. In fact, this new beginning is what makes him stronger. Every challenge he has faced, every tear, every loss, it all sharpens him for what comes next. Without the distractions of fame, tech, or even friendship, Peter becomes the purest version of Spider-Man. He isn't fighting for recognition. He isn't fighting for glory. He's fighting because if he doesn't, no one else will. And with this rebirth comes the symbol that defines every Spider-Man era, the suit. When Peter designs his own, it's not just about creating something functional. It's about making a statement, a personal declaration of who he is now. A symbol that even though the world may have forgotten him, Spider-Man will never stop fighting. That is the heart of Brand. New Day, a Spider-Man who doesn't rely on others to define him. A Spider-Man who steps into the night with nothing but his courage and a self-made suit. This new chapter sets the stage for villains who will test his resilience, allies who may rise in unexpected places, and a future where Peter is forced to forge his own legacy without help from the Avengers. And the beauty of it all? The audience already knows the truth. We know the boy behind the mask. We've walked through every heartbreak, every victory, every devastating loss. So when Peter zips up that new suit and swings into the city lights, we feel the weight of his story. We feel the rebirth. And we know this is the Spider-Man we've been waiting for, that this is not the end of his journey. It is the beginning of something far more powerful. A brand new Spider-Man for a brand new day, asterisk. The moment every Spider-Man fan waits for is the reveal of the new suit. Because the suit isn't just clothing, it's a living symbol. Every line, every color, every detail carries meaning. And in Brand New Day, Tom Holland's Spider-Man steps into a design that doesn't just look different, it feels like a rebirth. Picture this. The city skyline glows under a fading sunset. The wind pushes against tall glass towers, rattling loose signs, and sending ripples across puddles on the streets below. Then, in the shadows of a rooftop, a figure emerges. We don't see him fully yet. Just a flicker of red glinting under the dim light, a single reflection of blue catching the moon. A close-up, fingers tightening around a web cartridge, the faint creak of fabric stretching across muscle. This isn't just a man putting on a suit. This is a warrior preparing for battle. The camera doesn't rush. It lingers. It lets us savor every detail. The new spider emblem gleams across the chest boulder, sharper, echoing the classic design but refined with a modern edge. The fabric looks tougher, not sleek like Stark's nanotech, but raw, handcrafted. The webbing etched across the suit glistens like silver under the night sky, each line stitched with intention. This isn't about perfection. This is about identity. Slowly, the mask is lifted. We see the lenses, wide and expressive, locking into place. For a second, the screen holds on that image. Spider-Man staring back at us, faceless yet instantly human. The heartbeat of the music rises, steady, powerful, unstoppable. Then, in one fluid motion, he steps forward and the full suit is revealed. The colors strike immediately. Deep crimson red, vibrant yet battle-worn. A rich electric blue that shines like neon against the dark city backdrop. It's not a copy of any past design, it's something new, something alive. It carries echoes of the comic, the homage to decades of history, yet feels distinctly fresh for this new chapter. It's Peter Parker saying, "The world may have forgotten me, but I will not be erased." Now imagine the sound. The zip of a web shooter locking into place. The whoosh of wind as Spider-Man leaps off the rooftop. The sharp thwip as his web finds its anchor. The camera follows him through the skyline, his movements sharper, faster, more deliberate. The suit stretches and bends with him, catching the city's glow as he swings past neon signs and traffic lights. Every frame reminds us that this isn't the same Spider-Man we've known before. He's older, wiser, hardened by loss. And his suit tells that story without a single word. What makes this reveal so powerful is what it represents. In the past, Spider-Man suits were gifts, upgrades given by Tony Stark or borrowed from others. But this is entirely Peter's own creation. No billionaire tech, no sorcerer's spell. Just Peter, a sewing machine, and an unbreakable will. That alone makes it the most important suit Tom Holland's Spider-Man has ever worn. Because for the first time, the suit is not about power. It's about identity. It's about Peter choosing to rise again, even when the world left him behind, and the symbolism runs deeper. The suit is brighter, almost glowing, compared to his darkest hour at the end of No Way Home. It's a visual declaration that Spider-Man is not retreating into shadows, he's stepping into the light of a brand new day. Every swing across the city feels like a promise. Every leap feels like defiance against the odds stacked against him. The reveal doesn't need dialogue. It doesn't need explanation. The visuals say everything. A young man, once forgotten, now reborn as the hero New York needs more than ever. The camera pulls back one last time, showing Spider-Man perched on the edge of a tower, the city sprawling endlessly beneath him. His chest rises and falls. The emblem glows faintly under the moonlight. And then, without hesitation, he dives headfirst into the night. This is the Spider-Man of tomorrow. A hero forged not by gifts or fame, but by resilience and sacrifice. The suit is more than fabric, it's a vow to protect, a vow to fight. A vow that no matter how many times Peter Parker falls, Spider-Man will always rise again. Asterisk, every story has a turning page. And for Spider-Man, this new suit is not just a costume upgrade, it's the first chapter of a brand new book. What began with a boy bitten by a radioactive spider has now evolved into a man who carries the weight of sacrifice, loss, and resilience. The brand new day suit is more than fabric, more than colors, it's a living message. A message that, even when the world forgets you, your actions still matter. Think of what this suit represents. It's not about advanced nanotech or magic. It's not about borrowed power or inherited gifts. It's about Peter Parker, the kid from Queens who stitched his future together with his own two hands. A hero without recognition. A protector without reward. This suit is a declaration. I am still here. I am still Spider-Man. As he swings across the city, every leap feels different. Every web line carries more weight. This isn't the Spider-Man backed by the Avengers or shielded by mentors. This is a lone warrior, carving his path into the unknown. And that's what makes this reveal so powerful. It tells us that Spider-Man's journey is far from over. In fact, it's only just beginning. Imagine the possibilities that come next. New enemies who don't know his name but will soon learn to fear the symbol he wears. New allies who might cross his path and help him shape his destiny. And a New York City that, even without knowing the man behind the mask, will once again come to depend on Spider-Man when the night is at its darkest. The suit is a promise to the fans as well. It's Marvel saying, we are not done with this story. We are giving you the Spider-Man you've always wanted to see. A grounded, determined Peter Parker standing on his own, no safety net, no shortcuts, just pure heroism born from struggle. For years, fans have wanted to see this version of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, stripped down, raw, forced to rely only on himself. And now, with Brand New Day, that dream has become reality. The city lights flicker below him. The wind howls between the skyscrapers. And Spider-Man stands tall, a lone figure against the chaos, ready to face whatever comes next. In that moment, it doesn't matter that no one remembers Peter Parker. Because Spider-Man is eternal. He is the promise that when danger rises, someone will always swing into the fire. And here's the truth. This is not just a suit reveal. It's a rebirth. A rebirth of Spider-Man as the world's most relatable hero. A reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always a chance to begin again. Always a chance to turn the page. Always a chance for a brand new day. As the screen fades to black, one line echoes. This is not just a new suit, this is a new beginning. And that's where the story leaves us, not with an ending, but with a spark. A spark that promises battles yet to be fought, villains yet to be faced, and victories yet to be earned. A spark that reminds us why we fell in love with Spider-Man in the first place? Because Spider-Man isn't just about swinging across rooftops or fighting colorful villains. He's about resilience, about standing up after every fall, about proving that no matter how heavy the burden, one person can still make a difference. And as Tom Holland Spider-Man steps into this brand new day, one thing becomes clear: the best is yet to come.